We are now leaving Hargeisa, the second biggest city in Somalia and the capital city of the Somaliland Republic since this autonomous region declared its independence in May 1991.
We are going in Inabuka minefield. There is a mixed minefield, anti-tank with anti-personnel.
We are heading to the border that separates this former British territory, not recognised by the international community, from Ethiopia.
We have our bodyguard. He is also police. In this minefield, everybody knows us. Everybody knows the Halo Trust.
The region is peppered with mines, and the danger is always here. Accidents happen frequently. But in the last 20 years, Somaliland residents can rely on the British Halo Trust, which specialises in humanitarian cleaning of landmines.
Now it's time to put the personal protection equipment.
Lasha Bluashvili has learned how to defuse landmines. He has been working for Halo Trust for almost 13 years. His first experience was in Georgia during a conflict that pit his country up against Russia in summer 2008.
I went to work in West Bank, where I spent 6 years. After West Bank, I was sent to Somaliland Halo program as a technical field manager. We now entering inside the minefield.
Fortunately, markings on the floor are helpful.
All the part white side is clean. All the part, the red side is unclean.
This was found 19 September 2021 and was anti-personnel. Model was B4. Someone has got
away,
accident, mine accident, and that person has passed away.
Halo Trust's mine-clearing experts spend their entire day looking for arms caches, anti-personnel mines, and explosive devices from past wars.
The miner is doing so hard work. The owners of this ground will return back. They will cultivate. They will build the houses. The children will walk. The process of demining is a really so hard job, and so high responsibility.
Just like Yusuf, the NGO relies on local staff of men and women who are especially trained in mine clearing. These mine clearing experts use detectors to work.
When you respect all the safety instructions, there's no problem, so I'm not scared. If it is a landmine, we have the necessary protection, but if it's an anti-tank mine, we could all die.
This mine clearing expert has been saving lives in his country for 17 years.
It means that all signals are potential mines. Let's see, I will come soon to this place. Then you are digging the edges, making sure that this is a mine. Stop the work, call section commander. Section commander will identify it again. Section commander is calling to supervisor, and then needs to be destroyed.
Every year in Somaliland, an average of 200 landmines are found and destroyed.
Stand by. Fire.
After a hard day's work, the mine-clearing experts meet in this camp.
It's a long one cycle. Cycle is sometimes 25 days, 26 days, 27 days, and all these times they are living here.
Halo Trust has established 6 encampments of this kind in the entire region, but the NGO headquarters are located in Hargeisa.
Some good news. Have a meeting twice a week with the management staff just to catch up and share the projects that we're working on.
Jane Strangways worked more than a decade for British intelligence. 2 years ago, she became the first woman to become the leader of the Halo Trust Somaliland, and today she manages almost 530 employees. Halo Trust is the 3rd biggest employer in the whole region.
We have a dual role, the first one to be clearing landmines and the second one to create employment, principally in areas of poverty, and there's been a number of conflicts that Somaliland was involved in, principally in the Summit with Ethiopia, and then a civil war, and then inter-clan violence meant that there were layers of mine laying. Some months ago, a school bus was crossing from Somaliland into Ethiopia and hit on an anti-vehicle mine, causing fatalities and injuries. We send our teams there to make those devices safe, and then we start clearance once we have those reports.
Since Jane has stepped in, several women have joined the NGO.
Create real role models for women to undertake this kind of work, which is in some of these countries seen as men's work. There's no reason why women shouldn't do this job equally as good.
In Somaliland, where Sharia law prevails, a huge majority of the population is Muslim. Jane and all the expatriate women who work for the Halo Trust can't get out of the headquarters if they don't wear an appropriate outfit, and if a bodyguard is not with them.
Somaliland is relatively peaceful and calm, and in comparison to our very much less stable neighbours, we do enjoy a relatively good freedom of movement. However, we are quite confined to the compound.
The Halo Trust headquarters have been attacked several times.
When Halo Trust started operating in Somaliland 20 years ago, the headquarters were attacked, and from that moment on, we decided to protect the employees 24/7, because attacks can always happen.
After 2 years of loyal service, Jane is ready to leave and to fly to another country for a new mission. Halo Trust operates in 27 countries worldwide.
It's been a fantastic 2 years, just really making sure that we keep operations going through COVID. I'm so proud of them that they just stepped up and carried on throughout all of that time when everybody else, a lot of organisations didn't continue. I was put forward for the British Empire Medal, which is part of the New Year's Honours list, and it's an honour that's bestowed by the Queen. Normally I'd be accepting this in London, but actually, of course, it's much more appropriate in this case to be here on the border with Ethiopia, where we clear mines with our Halo staff. I dedicate this medal totally to all of you. We have brought Somaliland that much closer to being mine impact free. 3 million square metres of land have been cleared in the time that I've been here, and that is down to all of you, deminers.
It really was a real honour today to award this to Jane in recognition of her work supporting Somaliland through COVID-19, but also what Halo Trust delivered through Jane.
Every single time that we destroy a landmine, that's potentially the life of a child. It's really important to cut the risks down in these communities. They've suffered enough. There was continual war here. The landmines are durable, so they're just as risky the day they were put in the ground as they are today.
But in Somaliland, Halo Trust's mission is not over yet. It will take several more years of mine clearing to make this little African country totally free of landmines.